Hello, and welcome back to another edition of Carrie's Gardening Channel. So today is January the 14th, and I'm going to be starting some more onion seeds. Now, I started planting my onion seeds on January the 12th, and I already did 401 Walla Walla onion seeds. So I already planted 401 Walla Walla onions. And I'm going to be planting a Withersfield onion, and this is an heirloom onion, and it's really good for keeping. This is actually one of my favorite onions that we grow. So I'm growing these in Pennsylvania, and these are all long day onions. And depending on what area or where you live at, there's three different types of onions. There's a long day onion, there's an intermediate day onion, and then there's a short day onion for people who are down south. The intermediate day onions are kind of like for the states that are in the middle. And then for the northern states, you have the long day onions, and for the southern states, you have the short day onions. So these here are all long day onions here. And I'm also going to be growing a Southport Red Globe. This one here is also, this one's a long keeper, so you can keep these. These are good for storage, and so are these. These two here are good for storage. And then a countrywide hybrid onion up here. Now, I can't find really too much information about this one. I grew it last year. We did like it. Now this one here is adaptable to a wide variety of climates, they say. And they say it's good for storage. And then we also like the sweet Spanish yellow Utah jumbo onions, and we also have a sweet Spanish Utah strain. Now this one here is an heirloom onion down here. And then we're also going to be growing a Southport white globe onion. And so we have the white globe and we have the red globe. So we're going to start planting some onion seeds here. Now last year we grew, I think it was over 1,000 onion seedlings. And plus then we bought the sets too. And we planted the onion sets themselves. And we have actually already run out of those. I think we ran out of those before December. So we're going to be planting even more onions this year. So I have my seed starting mix here, and I'm going to be using the Jiffy Natural and Organic Seed Starting Mix. I'll actually have a link down in the description for this. And I have my warm water here. I'm going to be putting in here. Mix this all up. Okay, so I had to go get more water here, and I'm pouring my water in here because I'm going to be mixing this up. I pre-mixed my seed starting mix, and I want my mix moist but not soupy, so I'm going to have to add some more water to this. And I do my onion seedlings in flats. I use all kinds of containers. I'll recycle strawberry containers, food containers, and for the food containers you just have to put holes in the bottom of them. And you can buy flats, but I'm big on recycling, so recycling and repurposing. So I just reuse my containers, even like the little food containers, like if you eat one of the pre-prepared meals that you just have to like put in the oven or like the microwave, and they have like the little side compartments. I still use those. I just punch holes in them, and I just put my seed starting mix in there, and I just plant from there. So that's a nice consistency there. And I'm actually going to be using this food tray here to start my onion seeds in. I'm going to be doing the Spanish Utah Jumbos on one side and the Sweet Spanish Utah Strain on the other side. We're kind of going for more longer storage type onions this year, and so I'm not exactly sure how many of these I'm going to be planting yet, so I figured if I just do 2 sides of each, it'll give me some. I can always plant more of them. So I have my tray here filled up with my seed starting mix. I'm going to add some more seed starting mix to it here. And this food tray has drain holes in it, because when you're doing onions, you really want your soil, or any type of seedling, you really want good drainage. So I'm just filling this in here, taking it across. And I usually stop planting onions like the end of February. That's usually my cutoff time for planting my onion seeds. Because I like to give my onion seedlings a chance to grow. I find that the larger onion seedlings stand a better chance when you start hardening them off in the spring to go outside. And I do actually trim my onion seedlings. I did a complete playlist on growing onions from seed and how to trim your onion seedlings on my YouTube channel. So you can check that out on there. Okay, that looks pretty good. So we're going to start planting our seeds here. Start out with the Sweet Spanish Utah Strain here. And you can see here, this is what onion seeds look like, or how they look. And I will need more seeds than this. But what I'm actually doing here is to try and keep my rows straight, is I put popsicle sticks down. So I can keep my rows straight, and I can make sure that I get all of my seeds in each row, because I was having an issue with that, with trying to keep all the rows straight and making sure that I put enough seeds in each row. So I'm just gonna, if you have like a down dip or something, go ahead and fill that in, so you can try and get a nice, smooth, even surface there, so your seeds don't fall way down in. Because onion seeds pretty much only need like a light dusting of soil. Some packs say put them like a 1/4 inch deep, but I just find a light dusting of soil works very well for them. So I'm just going in each row here, and I'm making my first row up. And then as I continue out with the rows, I'll just move my popsicle sticks down. And you gotta kind of judge here on your spacing for this. And just following back out through. Because I try and follow where I put my other seeds at. Sometimes they kind of go out of row. That's, as long as they're not too far out of the row. This one here over just a little bit. There we go. Got my third row here, and this is actually much faster than how I used to do these. I used to try without the popsicle sticks. I even tried that this year, and it was just turning out to kind of not be the best thing, because I was missing rows. Even though I wasn't trying to miss the row, I was missing rows for planting the onions, because the seeds are so close to what the soil looks like. And you can also scatter these the whole way across your seed starting mix if you choose to. But what I found with that is the onion seeds were way too close together. I got lack of airflow, and you had overcrowding, and you had issues with like fortress blight, and it was just kind of wasn't a good thing. So I started doing rows then, and I find that that works better. That and trimming your onion seedlings, which I have videos actually for that, and it shows you how to trim them, and it shows you when to trim them, and I've seen really good results with trimming my onion seedlings. So I'm going to finish this out here planting it, and then I will come back and I will show you how to cover them. So we'll be right back. Okay, so I have this all planted up, and I have my tallies all up on it. I planted both sides and I labeled them. So I still have to put the label on this side over here. So I'm going to gently take out my popsicle sticks so I don't move my seeds around here. Oops. And then I have some dry seed starting mix. And what I'm going to do is, it's nice and fluffy, so I'm just going to give a light dusting over these seeds. And my seeds were pre-chilled. I had them actually in the refrigerator. I had the packs in the refrigerator in ziplock bags, and that's actually where I store my onion seeds at. And I find that I get a much better germination rate by keeping my onion seeds in the refrigerator. I take them out when I plant them, and then I put them back in the refrigerator when I'm done. I also find that they come up faster. So I have this covered, and I'm just gently taking my hand over now and pressing this down. Oops. And I possibly move some seeds there. Okay, I have a little bit more here. I didn't have enough of a covering there. A little bit more here. And I'm just firming the soil down over top of the seeds so that my seeds get nice, good contact with the soil for when they germinate. Okay. And what I'm going to do next, now last year what I actually did is I took my trays, and yes, I still do have to cover this side, but I took my trays and I would sit them in a tray full of water and let the water soak up from the bottom to get the top of the seed coating moist. What I'm doing this year, and I've done this before, and it does work, is I'm just taking a spray bottle with plain water in. I'm just going across the top, and I'm just gently spraying the top of the soil wet. There we go. So now that has the top of my seed starting mix wet, and it also helped to bond it to the seeds. So I'm going to label this one here. I still have to cover this over here. And what I'm also doing is, because I'm doing two, they're different sweet Spanish onions, but I don't want to get the two mixed up. So I put the one on a little bread tie here, and I'm just going to stick it down in the side over here for the one variety, just in case one of my tags falls out, because I don't want to get them mixed up. So I'm going to finish covering this side over here. I'll come back and I'll show you how I germinate my onion seeds.
Okay, so this is actually how I germinate my onion seeds. These are the ones I planted today. And over here, these were planted on the 13th. I started planting onion seeds on the 13th. This isn't something that I actually get done all in one day. This is something that takes some time to do. So these were planted on the 13th. These were planted on the 13th. I actually have these here are already starting to germinate for me. And there's one, let me see if I can see right in there. Right there. That's actually a little onion seedling there germinating. And I'm going to watch those to see how they're doing. Because it's very important when your onion seedlings start germinating to get them out of these enclosed bags and get them under lights. Onion seedlings need really strong light to grow, or they're just not going to grow right for you. Yes, when they first come up, they look like a little blade of grass. That's how all your onion seedlings grow, but they really need strong light. Strong light. So that's going to be something I'm going to continue to watch these trays here and get them the light that they need when they come out of these. And I'll come back with more videos on that. You can also check that out on my playlist. When I took them out last year, you can see how close I got onto the light. So these over here were planted on the 14th. And I'm actually using an LED light. I'll put a link down in the description for this. It's on for 14 hours a day. I have them set up on automatic timers. They automatically shut themselves off so I don't have to fool with them. And as these continue to come up and grow, I'll come back with more videos and I'll show them to you. And I kind of tuck the opening of the bag down underneath the trays here. So that's how I do mine. If you have like small children or pets or something like that, you'll have to watch with these bags or use something different. So I just want to throw that in there for you. So I'm going to put this one back under here. And I do try and use clear bags so that the light can transmit in and help them to come up. Now this light is not right down on top of these. So if you like my video, please like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, you can leave them below and I'll try and answer them for you. Please don't forget to hit that little notification button all times I put a new video on. You can also follow me on Twitter. I'll have a link down in the description for my Twitter account. Thank you for watching and I hope you have a nice day. Bye.